Okay, folks, good morning and welcome to Swing Trading Today. This is Bob Desmond, and it is, what is today? The 2nd of February, 2021, 5 a.m. in the a.m. I got no sleep last night. I had hot chocolate at around 9 o'clock last night, and I forgot that it was loaded with caffeine, and man, no sleep whatsoever. So, here we are. What we're going to talk about today first is the pre-market activity. We're also going to talk about the silver short squeeze and the scam that was. The accusation that it was Wall Street bets that pumped up the price of silver. I mean, the big holders of silver were not Wall Street bets. The big holders of silver were Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, Citadel, the demon of Wall Street bets. So I don't think it's in Wall Street's best interest to go squeezing the shorts and help the cash flow of Citadel. So when in doubt, follow the money. Who benefited? And I think we could all figure out pretty quickly who benefited. So we're going to take a look at the price of silver. I mentioned to members yesterday, this is not going to end well. This is not Wall Street bets. Everything is against silver. We're going to talk about why in a moment. But before we go to the pre-market activity and our conversation with regard to silver, let's talk about our sponsor, which is TrendSpider. They changed their website here. It looks good. TrendSpider is the next generation in automated technical analysis. Automate your grunt work. Speed up your analysis, and while speeding up your analysis, improve your accuracy. We are all very, very busy. We have very little time to spend analyzing charts. The time we do have to spend must be time effective. And by doing so, you need to also be able to reduce costly analytical mistakes, find winning trade setups, and time your trades with precision. How do we do that? Well, we find winning trade chart setups using their scanners. Very effective. How do we time those trades with precision? We set up alerts. You're going to see me doing that today, so stick around. TrendSpider, 35% off. Use the discount link below. Below. I told you I got no sleep. Half a cup of coffee. Use that 35% discount code below. Let's get to the, you could do a tour here too. Tour demo, 7-day free trial offer. Let's go to the pre-market activity. All right, we're going to kick it off with silver. And wow, what a difference a day makes. Silver is down this morning 5.5%. Yesterday, hopefully this is updated properly, we booked profits in the SILJ, 16.32% yesterday. Why did we do that? It's because I didn't believe that this rally was accurate. I think it was a manipulation. I didn't think it was going to last. And I'll tell you the reasons why I didn't think it was going to last. One, the US dollar. Very strong breakout yesterday out of a long base. We pulled back overnight. We retested the breakout point. What do? Reversal. We are setting up for a continuation breakout. Is that bullish or bearish for silver? It is bearish. Why? Silver, gold, they're all priced in US dollars. When the US dollar goes up, guess where silver goes? Should go down. Unless, of course, you have a geopolitical event, meaning China invades Taiwan, Israel attacks Iran, Iran shuts down the Straits of Hormuz, bond market collapse, Stuff like that. All right. At last check on Zero Hedge, I didn't see anything. So, scam alert, where the smoke is fire. Don't believe them. And sure enough, the dollar is holding firm. What is silver doing? Now we're even lower than where we were before. We're just shy of 6% down. And I think we're going lower. Here's my alert. I sent this yesterday. I think we're coming down here to do a retest and a filling of a gap on silver. That's fine if it holds. If it doesn't hold, we're coming down here to a 25.50 mark. What's gold doing? Gold is weak. That was up yesterday. Do we go chasing the GDXJ, our gold mining ETF? No, we weren't going to take the bait. We knew what it was. What else was happening yesterday? Look no further than the tip market. Treasury inflation protected securities. Normally, when silver, gold is strong, that's a sign of inflationary fears. What happened yesterday? Oops. Daily chart, second back-to-back down day, and a new daily low. You know, there's something wrong here. The tips should have been moving higher yesterday. They weren't. They were breaking down. Good morning, Daniel. Hey, Big Bear. I'm doing well, my friend. Too much hot chocolate caffeine before bed last night. No sleep, but I'm okay. I'll survive it. Let's check the other metals. Platinum. Platinum taking it on the chin. Big day yesterday, though, man. Palladium. Now that's up. That's been in a correction mode. This is interesting. Palladium is interesting. You see this doji formation, this cross? That's a sign of indecision. This means that this downtrend is probably over. No guarantees, but probably over. And we are breaking out. This is a secondary downtrend line, not a primary. Here's your primary downtrend line. Let's use this here. And there you have it. All right, so nice breakout here on Palladium. Certainly worthy of a watch. So, members, we'll talk more about Palladium and possibly getting long. You can see I have a support level already drawn out here. That looks like from a weekly time frame. Let's validate that. Yep. Weekly time frame. I would like to have seen a pullback and a tap of that. Maybe we'll get it. Maybe we won't. We'll watch it. All right. Back to the charts. So beware the headlines. A lot of manipulation out there, folks. Watch your tips. They should be moving higher. Gold and silver moving higher. Watch the dollar. It should be moving lower if gold and silver are moving higher. Unless, of course, there is a geopolitical event. We don't have one right now, thank God. Let's take a look at equities. Equities are up this morning. Russell 2000 up 1%. Volume yesterday very light on the Russell. That's going to have to get resolved today if it closes up. S&P 500, nice breakout here, up 1%. It's broken out above resistance. The NASDAQ 100 It is broken out as well. Continuation move higher today. So equities are looking good. The question is, do they hold? Let's see what they're doing with some of these high beta names in the pre-market. BlackBerry down significantly. Well, I didn't mean to click on the GDXJ, but I did. Yeah, look at this. Back down with a 51 handle on GDXJ. Think about if you went warning in. You know, they're going to have congressional hearings about what Wall Street bets did to the little guy, the poor little guy, when in reality they didn't do anything. But they're never going to talk about who spiked silver yesterday, all the fake news out there. I looked at Wall Street bets last night. There was hardly anything about a short squeeze in silver. They were denying it. They were saying it was fake news. I'll take their word. So GDXJ down. And this is the value of knowing the assets that trade inversely or with a particular asset. Meaning, if you're long of the gold miners, GDXJ, then ideally you see a weakening U.S. dollar. You're seeing strength in the tips. We didn't have that yesterday. We don't have it today. I don't think we're going to get a rally until one or both of those roll over. Now, perhaps this is a retest of a breakout point here. Maybe. We'll keep an open mind. This should now act as resistance. If it fails, we're going to be retesting 50 yet again for like the third time in 2 weeks. GameStop. Oh, these poor kids. Oh, man. They're going to get annihilated tonight. You know, I would love to have. I was very bearish on GameStop going into the new trading week. I mentioned it on Sunday Night Futures Live because the weekly chart was so overbought. And I would love to have added a new short position. We did short it last week. We made money on it using put options. I can't, though, because you have these what's the word? LARPers. These LARPer politicians who want to protect the little guy, and they're throwing out ideas on how to protect the little guy, really to protect the hedge funds. And what they'll do is they're throwing out ideas like, this is the Attorney General out of Massachusetts. Oh, why don't we halt trading in GameStop for 30 days? What? What does that do to the options market? That's the only thing I would trade here, is options. Am I going to risk some moron halting trading of GameStop and my investment in my speculation? It's not an investment. My speculation in my options are frozen, basically rendered worthless because of some LARPer politician? No way, man. Stay away. Once you get the man from the government saying, I'm here to help you, be very, very careful. Now, that being said, I do have to point out something I find fascinating here. Not that I'm trading it, but I am going to say it. Good support here overnight. So they may pop it. It depends upon if Robinhood's going to allow you to buy more than 2 shares. Incredible. We live in fascinating times, I'll tell you. First the election, now this. Fascinating. So here's your big trading range. If they don't break the support level, expect a ton of volatility within this trading range. I will not be a part of it. I'll comment on it. I will not be part of it. So smash that like button, please, and join us for Thursday Night Stock Charts Live. every Thursday night, and we go live also every Sunday night on YouTube. Plug. Rocket Mortgage, what's that doing today? We're long with Rocket Mortgage. Up slightly, consolidating. SILJ, we booked profits here yesterday. Look at the gap down. I think we're still going to head lower. And we'll look to re-enter. All right, what else do we have? What didn't I cover? Oh, Nat Gas was ripping yesterday. And it's still ripping. You know, I mentioned this last week that it broke out. I never followed up on it. I think it's because UGAZ is not widely traded. It's still around. It's an OTC ETF now. It doesn't get the volume that it used to. So, Nat Gas looking really, really solid here. Look at this weekly chart. Bam, what a breakout. And I'll tell you, I'm in the Northeast, and it's freezing today. Dixie just spiked. Let's check it out. Thanks for that, Slav. Oh, look at this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Man, what a scam yesterday was. You ought to take photos, print screens, because they'll deny it. Some point in time, they'll memory hole all this. All this talk about Wall Street bets. Go through Wall Street bets posts for the past couple of days. Very little in terms of short squeeze banter. A lot in terms of fake news about them. Who profited? Look no further than the Wall Street houses. And the poor SOBs that chased SLV higher. And there will be nothing about this in Congress. Yet, they're going to talk about GameStop. How dare these guys have a level playing field? How dare they take money from Wall Street? How dare they? Let's check out AMC. Tanking. You know, this wasn't going to end well. I'm sorry, and I said this. There's one thing I will criticize. I'm not here to defend Wall Street bets. I don't like this YOLO stuff. You only live once. For those that are my age group and not familiar with the acronym, you only live once. That's just saying there. Folks, that's craziness. That's craziness. That's risk management out the window. That cannot be said. So I would strongly encourage those folks that are using that terminology and that remain long of these stocks to look at the charts, learn the charts. Because the reason why you have YOLO trading nowadays is because the Federal Reserve has kept cheap money for so long. There has been a put under the stock market, and the last big correction was back in February, March, April. You have traders out there that weren't even trading back then screaming YOLO. They have no idea of what a correction looks like. They're going to. It may not be in the overall indexes, but they're going to in these individual names. So I'd strongly encourage you folks, please learn the charts. And you can click the subscribe button here, follow me. I'm not asking you to buy a goddamn thing. Just follow me, learn the charts, watch how we do things here. Sometimes it's a bit complicated. I know I go a little bit to a high level, but it's better than YOLO, man, because that means you don't have a plan. Hope is not a plan. All right, sorry for getting off of my tirade. I apologize. But I've been there. I've been one of those YOLO guys that was back in 1999 and 2000. You know, I didn't realize how bad the stock market could go down. Actually, I did because I watched 1987. I saw 1997 and irrational exuberance out of Greenspan, but it was so short-lived, nobody really kept it in mind. And I was so young. All right, what else do we have going on here? I bet you the tips are dropping. No, not too bad. They're still down, though. All right. What's the dollar doing? Man, what a rip here. And I mentioned this on Sunday Night Futures Live. I'll go to the chart in a moment that I referenced just to show you the monthly chart. On Sunday night, we went over the monthly charts. Look at silver getting ready to take a nosedive. If it breaks 27.59, it's going a lot lower. Gold, bearish reversal bar, down over 3/4 of a percentage point on a 1-hour chart. I meant to click right. Oops, my bad. Let's set up an alert here so we're not staring at this chart. At, below. Lower low. Okay. Let's do the same for silver. Folks, you should be able to just set up alerts and go about your day and not have to stare at these things. Let the technology do the work for you. At or below. All right, we're good to go here. All right, so this is the chart. This is the value of multi-time frame analysis. So on what family of funds is UUP? Invesco, I believe. Yes, Invesco. I'll go to that saved chart of the dollar. And this is how we knew this was a scam. We knew it on Sunday night. That's not the one I want. Oh, no, I was using the dollar index. Oops, my bad. Sorry about the dead noise. I would never make it as a DJ or radio host. I want to go to the exact chart. That's why I'm being so anal with this right now. Okay, so here you go. On Sunday night, remember, this candlestick here was not there. We were just discussing this closing price action of January on Sunday night. We bounced off of support in January. Then we reversed to close at the highs of the month. Extremely bullish. AK, hello, first time here. What do you trade in this stream? We discuss many things. It could be currencies, could be stocks, could be ETFs. You know, whatever's interesting. Crypto. How often do you stream? In the mornings, Tuesday through Thursday. And the only reason why I don't do Friday and Monday is because I go live on Sunday nights and Thursday nights. So I talk my brains out off those nights. And unless, of course, there's something interesting to talk about the following morning, I don't want to waste people's time. So if I'm on here and I'm chatting, I have something to say. So please subscribe to the channel and love to have you here. Thanks for the questions, AK. Daniel, MJ might have a big day today. We'll take a look at that. You took some profits in Codex yesterday. Still have some. Good for you. Congrats on that. All right, so this is the value of knowing the charts, right? We don't do YOLO here. We do what has happened, and by knowing what has happened and where it happened at, meaning at support and the bullish reversal bar, we know the probability. It's all about probabilities, no guarantees. That the probability of higher highs this month was very, very high. Therefore, all the speculation over the weekend about a short squeeze and nothing being on Wall Street bets about it, and I knew who owned all that silver and who was going to profit, where there's smoke, there's fire. You knew there was going to be a problem. And then yesterday, after the close, what happens? You get this. Let's find it. This was when I knew it was a scam. Where is it? Here. Treasury now projects borrowing $900 billion less this quarter. That is dollar bullish, short term anyway, not long term. $900 billion. We're over $20 trillion in debt. We're broke. So $900 billion longer term doesn't mean a darn thing. But short term, they're going to run with this headline. They're going to knock back silver prices, gold prices. They're going to try to beat them up. Then they're going to load up. So they pumped them yesterday, sold. Now they're going to knock them back, and they're going to buy. This came out after hours yesterday, and it's one of the reasons why you're seeing this. You're going to hear talking heads all over CNBC, Fox Business News. They're going to be saying, gee, what happened? And they're going to say, well, these little guys didn't appreciate the macroeconomics of what was going on. You had the headline come out after hours yesterday. They're unsophisticated. They're going to blame Wall Street bets for this. Crazy. It's really dystopian. Checking back in with the dollar, only getting stronger. Fascinating. Okay, you're welcome, AK. Anytime, pal. Let's do some chart requests. I do have one. Justin asked me for it yesterday in the forum. Where did he ask me for it? Was it Market News? What channel? Justin, where you at, brother? Here we go, Justin. That's not the message. Justin, if you're out there, can you throw in that symbol? Oh, here it is. I got it. VVRP. We'll start off with this one. All right. Again, folks, this is brought to you by our friends over at TrendSpider. 35% discount code below. Bills paid. Let's do some chart analysis. Vivo Power. Interesting daily chart. Let's come back to this. I don't know this company. Actually, I do know this company. I've been here before. This is my chart annotations. Interesting. All right, so let me throw my drawings back up. I know me and I know what I was worried about. All of these topping tails. But in January, we would manage to close above 1121 per share. That's good stuff. The question is, do we hold these gains or do we retest the breakout point? I want to show this on all time frames. Actually, no, that'll disappear. All time frames. There we go. Okay, so remember this, 1121 per share. Weekly chart. All right, so folks, when you're looking at a chart and you see all these wicks here, shadows, topping tails, whatever you want to call them cupcakes, it doesn't matter. It's all BS anyway. What you want to do is respect them because that's a sign of either profit taking or resistance above. And when you see that, that's the market sending you a signal that, you know what, you're probably going to get a better opportunity. to buy. And if you happen to break out above it, that's good stuff. Then it's time to buy as well because you've gotten through resistance. What I would do here is set myself up an alert and get notified of when we retest the 1121 mark. We may never get there, but normally when you have such a stiff resistance level, traders who have OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, which I have, so I know, they want to see a retracement and a retest of what was resistance all back here will now act as support. Daily chart. AK, could ES turn down? Yeah, no doubt about it. The thing to do is to watch your volume today. If you have an up day and volume declines versus yesterday, because yesterday's volume was not wonderful, beware. I am not bullish on this market. In fact, we're short of the market. And we're ready, if the market breaks, to add more to that position. I'm not going to add more until we see a market break. VVPR, daily chart, holding on to this VWAP, volume weighted moving average. More on that later. We're holding it. It might act as a good support level, might not. So if you're going to buy these shares, no matter what I say, stay very, very small if you buy right here, right now. Add more on a pullback and a retest of support, and then get more aggressive with your buying once we start getting continuation moves higher. They tried to break it out yesterday. It was rejected. I think we're going to back and fill within here. Now, yesterday, I'm using the raindrop charts below. Good price action on the raindrop charts. This is a mixture of, and this is exclusive to TrendSpider. Nobody else has this. This is a mix of candlestick charting and volume-weighted moving average. So while you had a down day yesterday, net, it was still a bullish day according to the raindrops. Note the volume at the end of the day was pretty good to the upside. So you saw some buyers move in at the end of the day. The right side of the candlestick is the afternoon, left side is the morning. All right, let's go to the members area, see what else we have here. I need to go over members' requests first. And if we have time, I will take symbols from the audience. Cena and Mike. BBY. Heavily shorted. Caveat emptor. Let the buyer beware. Monthly chart. All right, so here's the functionality of TrendSpider. Let's take my support levels off. Click of a button, TrendSpider gives you this. Automated trend lines. So this is good for both experienced and inexperienced as well. Why? If you're experienced, you're honing your technical analytical skills. You want to make sure that pencil tip is sharp. So it's a good way to validate your skills. If you're new, it's a great way to learn how to annotate your charts. Never give up on doing manual charting, but validate your accuracy with TrendSpider, because there's still times where it picks up support and resistance levels that I'll not pick up. So anyway, long story short, had you been using these trend lines, automated trend lines, again, click of a button, you would have known back here when we broke out and we did a retest, we were retesting support. This failure in November to hold support levels was very, very bearish. This was a breakout point failure, aka a bull trap. And ever since then, we've been weak. They tried to rally it back in January. It was rejected. Now we're down in February. Actually, off the highs, I should say, in February. Weekly chart. Automated trend lines off. Here's what I don't like. Lower highs. If we break down below $99 per share, it's all over for Best Buy. It's going a lot lower. Let's throw up the automated trend lines. They're picking up other support levels as well that I'm not necessarily looking at. Right here, excellent point, where we were consolidating again in November. We mentioned this on the monthly chart. We broke support. We retraced down to 99.03, rallied, lower high. Again, if we take out 99.03 prior to not taking out the prior high, it's all over. Best Buy becomes a short. Be very, very careful here. I'm bearish on it. I wouldn't go shorting yet. It's not time. Daily chart. They're trying to hold it in here at the 106 mark, which marked a peak back on January the 6th. I think that if and when this market rolls over, this is going along with it. I don't like it. Might it hold? Could I be wrong? Sure, it wouldn't be the first time. But I think there's better opportunities out there than Best Buy. Where are my Stokes? Here we are. Yeah, look at your Stokes. Stokes are trading down below the 50 mark. Rallies tend to fade when that happens. Beware, avoid like the plague. I do not like Best Buy. Even if they rally it, I don't want any part of it because rallies tend to fade when your Stokes are declining down below the 50 mark. TRXC for Mike. Let's take our trend lines off so we're not influenced. Hey, Pat, good morning to you. Yeah, it was predicted, right? AMC getting hurt, all the Momo stocks, yep. Slav, dollar bullish equals equities under pressure. It depends upon the equities. After a while, your industrials on a strong U.S. dollar will come under pressure because it makes their manufactured goods here in the United States more expensive overseas. TRXC long consolidation here. And we've broken out. Let's see if... Yeah, they picked it up. TrendSpider picked it up. So, the value of automated trend lines. Long consolidation, very, very nice. And here, click of a button, is your breakout. I like it longer term. I'll have to drill down further for a short-term opinion. Longer term, I think it looks interesting. Weekly chart. It got very, very extended. It was trading above its 3D Bollinger Band. Doji Star formation so far this week. It's holding gains. The question is, would I buy it here, though? All right, so again, the power of the automated trend lines. So here you go. Stokes are looking good. RSI is looking good. Both are, well, the Stokes are flattening out, which is good. RSI rising. Raindrop chart is validating the good price action of yesterday. Doji Star formation And what we did yesterday was, let's throw up the automated trend lines. Boom. We held support. We retested it on the 27th of January. Let's clean this up a bit. You can see we've been bouncing along it, and now they're looking to take it up higher. The problem is that you have resistance at 344 per share. So I would do this. I would create 2 alerts. Touch, bounce, off of that daily support level. You can keep a little bit of sensitivity. I'm not going to keep too much because I'm concerned about this market rolling over. We'll keep it active for 5 days. I also want to know, because maybe we're not going to come down here. Maybe we're just going to break out. So I want to know if we break out, zero sensitivity. All I care about is if we close above resistance. Why is this? Oh, if you get this, if you don't want any sensitivity yet, it still shows it in purple, do this. Slide all the way to the right, go all the way back to the left, and it gets rid of it. TRXC. Okay, 5 days. And we're good to go here. I'm not going to think about this chart until one of these alerts fires off. Don't obsess. Don't rationalize. Wait for the stock to come to you. What else do we have? I think another one for Mike. Mike, CIDM. That looks familiar. CIDM. Let's go to the monthly charts first. All right, so there are many times where I say that automated trend lines keep you out of trouble. This is the value of the charts. I'm going to draw my own stuff here. Higher lows, I like it. What I don't like are these topping tails. So I'm going to do this. Here's my line in the sand. Let's throw up the automated trend lines. They have a different view, TrendSpider, than I do of how to lay down this upper band of resistance. You could use either of the two, to be honest with you. This is a higher level of expectation on CIDM, monthly chart, 1.63 per share. Weekly charts. A good week so far, no breakout yet. I wouldn't buy this yet. We haven't broken out. You know, I screwed up. I went straight to a daily chart. I didn't mean to do that. Weekly chart. Sorry about that. All right, so we're consolidating here nicely. It looks as though we're probably going to break out. We don't know yet. So all we're going to do, no sensitivity. All I care about is a close above resistance. And this is how you stay out of trouble. Set your alerts. If they don't fire off, it wasn't a good trade to begin with. So why sit and watch a screen? So our alert is set. We're looking for a weekly breakout on CIDM. And we do have seasonality here. We did break out yesterday, I will say that, on a daily time frame. Right there. Nice. So it looks as though we're probably going to head up higher. I would wait for, my alert is set right at this red line here. I would wait for the breakout. And seasonality-wise, we have data going back. How much data do we have? We have more than 12 years? We have 17 years worth of data. February, we're up on average 52% of the times. March gets really good. And April. So you're coming into the peak season of seasonality going back 17 years with CIDM. Looking good. What time do we have? I got to get going here. I think we had one. I'll take one from the crowd, and I got to get moving. Folks, I'll stay around all morning long. If you're a member, so sign up, 14-day free trial offer to the Contrarian Trader. You enter your symbols on the ticker cloud in the members area, and I will always get to all of your symbols. MJ. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Monthly chart. It's broken out. It's getting ready for a continuation breakout. I really like this. Ooh, very pretty. So here's what I'm looking for. You could set an alert at one of two places. One, at the top of this volume shelf, which is probably your safer bet. Or two, at the upper band of declining resistance. I'm going to take door number 2. I only care if we break out. No sensitivity. And yes, we do send out alerts to our members, to the Contrarian Trader. I think I pitched TrendSpider too much here. Got to start pitching my own business. Long entry. Me likey. I'm going to keep this active for a couple of weeks. All right, so my alert's set here. I'm good to go. Let's go to a daily time frame. I love this. I love this. Here, the value of automated trend line, folks. Take the automated trend lines off. Look what happens when you add them on. Pop. What was support many times in the past was support yet again yesterday. They knocked it down. Then they reversed it to close higher. This is very, very bullish. I can make the argument to go scratch the itch today and buy some MJ shares. I would stay small, then add more aggressively on a breakout. I may just do that. Members, if I do it, we will send out an alert. But we do not trade intraday. We're not day traders here. So if you're looking for day trading, that's not what we do. We're more swing traders and long-term investors. So just I want to set expectations. We are not day traders. There are other guys out there. Some are good, most are horrible. And with that, folks, I'm going to say everybody have a profitable trading day. Thanks for joining in. Hit that subscribe button. I'll talk to you soon.